Stifel Nicolaus downgraded Geron today. The stock was down only a little bit, but it's really had a rough 2 years, so a downgrade at this point doesn't hurt as much, but it went from a hold to a sell. So this is a company that ditched their stem cell business to focus on really two drugs. One of them has been completely failed. That was the brain metastases one. It's out of the pipeline. Imetelstat's the only thing they have left, and it's really running out of options. They have literally nothing else in their pipeline. So if this drug doesn't work, that's all she wrote for Geron. To bring investors up to speed, this is a stock that's lost 70% of its value. They really shocked the industry when they said they were getting out of the stem cells research business. They were one of the leading names in that business, but it's been a challenging industry. Stem Cells Inc. has really struggled. So has Geron, and they decided to sell off that part of the business to Biotime for $35 million and retain a 21% stake in that operation. But they were going to do that to focus on imetelstat, a cancer drug that was being tested in 4 types of cancer, and if it was successful, it would be transformative. It turns out that was a big if. It bombed 2 of its phase 2 trials. It is not going to be advanced in non-small cell lung cancer, and in breast cancer there were safety issues, and patients on it were actually living a shorter amount of time than the control group. So, the company has really been punished. They also had a brain cancer drug that really failed to show any effect on metastases. So it's just been a lot of bad news. And out of this, they still have 2 types of cancer they're testing it in. And in the blood cancer, there were some interesting phase 2 results, but as they go forward to develop it, that's where Stifel Nicolaus had a problem, and that's where this downgrade from hold to sell comes from. They actually, said they basically called their development plan irrational. It was a pretty harsh note, to be honest, and I don't think it was entirely unjustified. I just think there's too much risk around this company for investors. Big risks like this don't really pay off. They're burning just a monstrous amount of cash, $60 million over the last 12 months, and that's pretty consistent with where they've been the last couple of years. The company has a little under $100 million in cash, so they have about a year and a half and a burn rate before they need to raise capital, which means dilution for investors. I just think this is a complete stay away, and I agree with Stifel Nicolaus's call.